भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है। सदियों से भारत भूमि दुनिया की शान है, भारत माँ की रक्षा में जीवन कुर्बान है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है।
Here, Rahul Deshpande has joined us, and we have started this interview with his favorite patriotic song. And let me tell you, India is celebrating 75th Independence Day, that is Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and it's a very beautiful coincidence that he has won national award in the 75th year of independence, and we are here to have a informal chat about the independence, the entire musical journey, and Natya Sangeet specifically, of which you have a legacy, maybe your grandfather Vasantrao Deshpande and all the other leaders and musicians who are there in the industry, and you have experience, you have interacted with them, you have come in a close contact with them, Pula Deshpande or a lot of others. So here we are with him to talk with him. So tell us about what do you think is the contribution of classical music, Natya Sangeet, which is very, very strong in Maharashtra, to our independence?
I think especially I can talk about the Marathi musicals, the Natya Sangeet, which we call. So there were plays written by the great Swatantra Veer Savarkar, which were very popular in those days, in the pre-independence era, and they gave a strong message of shedding the dependence of the English, and they gave his plays basically gave a strong message of being independent, and creating that what do you call that flame inside, so everyone was very influenced by those songs and those plays. And Master Dinanath Mangeshkar, who happened to be the father of Saraswati Ai Bharat Ratna Lata Mangeshkar, he also was very instrumental. He was a great musician and also जिसको हम संगीत नट बोलते हैं. He was an actor and also singer, and he was also producer of those plays. So there was many songs which he used to sing, which were very patriotic and which were very fiery in nature. So yeah, it played a very strong role in that time. So yes, our music is also very instrumental in getting us independence.
So tell us about how music has evolved in this 75 years, and how has it contributed to the paradigm shift we have seen. Like, our country was dependent and then we got freedom, and now, like, with independence, our music has also evolved. So you being a prominent musician of the current times, what do you personally think about?
See, what I feel is music has always been independent. There are only 12 notes, and you can explore them as you want. So even in the pre-independence era, there were these fiery songs and fiery patriotic songs which used to happen to as I said, to light this candle inside of you of getting independence. And today we have songs of peace. We have songs which inspire us to be patriotic, to also contribute to our nation. So I think the lyrics have changed, the songs have changed, but the music has not changed. That's what I feel, because as I said, music has always been relevant to those times, So as everything evolves, we have evolved as a society. We, after 75 years of independence, India has also progressed so much, and ev- everything is evolving, and music is also evolving. So if you ask me, uh, I sing today's music, even if I'm singing you know bandishes which were created 250 years ago, but still it is today's music because it is relevant to today's times.
So we are going to a very nice track, of how we have connected the old legacy with the current times, and we are talking about the relevance.
Yeah.
So you are one of the torch bearers of Hindustani classical music.
Yeah.
So and India has created its name and its benchmark in the world with the Hindustani classical music, which is our own.
Right.
We have created it, and now somehow we are getting the attention of world towards
Right.
this traditional classical form of music. So what do you think? How can as you are from the music fraternity, how can people or youth from this country
Yeah.
can contribute to the Indian, achievements and developments with our own music?
See, I feel that our Indian Hindustani and South Indian form of classical music, it's our heritage. And why it is important? Because our music always helps us to turn inward, and it's all about getting the peace of mind, which I think it's very spiritual in nature. And once you listen to very good classical music, you always tend to close your eyes, and you always tend to go deep inside. And I think the most essential quality of our music is to elevate the consciousness of a human mind. And that's the contribution that our music has, and that's the message that it gives to the entire world. So I'm very happy that even today's youth is very, very geared towards learning Hindustani classical music, and that's why the future looks very promising as far as Indian classical music is concerned.
My last question and a last request from our audience, of course, that what for Rahul Deshpande, what is the concept of India and what does he feels for India and its 75 years of independence? And of course your favorite song, which we were talking about, the fiery music, which Natya Sangeet, which contributed to the independence.
Well, I think that we have this tradition as Indians, a long tradition of being independent, of being democratic, of being able to express what we want. And I'm very glad that we as a nation, we are progressing in each and every field, be it science, be it defense, be it anything, even in art, music, films, anything you can, So I'm very happy with the way that we are progressing, and now we have a very strong leadership, and I'm very proud to say that I'm an Indian whenever I go out of India, and people look at me with respect. So I think that is something to do with the kind of the progress that we have made in these 75 years. So I'm mighty proud of our country, and I will always be proud. I would never want to go anywhere else in the world. I am an Indian, I will stay here. So I think that's my way of I've always been inspired by Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhiji, by Veer Savarkar, Bal Gangadhar Tilak ji. So there are so many people, because I've been reading books about them when I was young, and so I'm very proud of where India is right now. About the song that we were saying, so as I said, Savarkar ji, his writing was very, very, how can we say,
Lucid.
very fiery, It used to hit everyone inside, and so this particular song also talks about how we are under this imperialistic rule, and how we have to get out of it. And this was in his play called Sanyasta Khadga, and Master Dinanath Mangeshkar used to sing this. परवशता पाश दैवे ज्यांचा गळा लागला, परवशता पाश दैवे ज्यांचा गळा लागला. This one, and there was one more. शतजन्म शोधिताना शत आरती व्यर्थ झाल्या, शत आरती व्यर्थ झाल्या, शत सूर्यमालिकांच्या दीपावली विझाल्या, दीपावली विझाल्या. शतजन्म शोधिताना, शतजन्म शोधिताना, शतजन्म शोधिताना.
Indeed beautiful. If you would like to explain it to our viewers that what exact these lines mean.
Again, he talks about we've been searching for independence, Shatajanma, for 100, lives. And it's about getting that independence. So it also talks about that. So it's very fiery in nature. And that was how Savarkar ji used to write.